I'm Chet Thomas, certified Iyengar yoga teacher. Today we're going to work on Ardha Chandrasana-half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana is one of the basic standing poses, but it can be challenging because of the balance that's involved. A great way to work on Ardha Chandrasana is to use the wall. That will help support you during the pose and give you confidence so that later on you can learn to do the pose away from the wall. We're going to show you a couple of different ways. The first way, Steve will start with his back just very lightly at the wall, and he's going to step his feet wide apart and extend his arms, preparing for triangle pose. He then turns his left foot in and his right leg out, and exhales over into Trikonasana, triangle. Now, a lot of people rush into the final version of Ardha Chandrasana from here, but I'm going to take this more slowly so that Steve has a solid foundation. He's going to bend his right knee and then slide his left foot halfway toward his right and slide his right hand forward so that it will end up under his shoulder. He can use a block for support for that arm. He's ending up now with his arm directly under the shoulder. He can press down into the block. His standing leg, the foot is under the hip, and then the other leg continues to lift and extend. So to refine the actions of the pose, Steve will roll this raised thigh from inside to outside to help open the hips and the chest and to bring that shoulder back toward the wall. Good. To come down, he lowers the raised leg and steps back into triangle pose. He then comes all the way up. Now, we would normally repeat on the second side, but we're going to go ahead and show you the second way to use the wall. For this version, Steve is going to start by sitting in Dandasana staff pose, with both legs extended forward and his back at the wall. Now, to measure the correct distance from the wall, he slides his right heel back just about 3 or 4 inches, and then comes up carefully to stand on that foot without changing the location. Now, once again, we're going to start from triangle pose. So Steve will turn sideways and step his back foot to the wall without moving the front foot. Extend his arms and exhale over into triangle. It's a slightly shortened version of triangle pose. So one more time, he will repeat the same actions and steps, bending the right knee, but making sure that foot is planted, sliding the back foot toward the front, placing the front arm under the shoulder, and then raising the back leg and drawing the front leg straight. Now, if he measured correctly, this foot can press into the wall to help stabilize the pose and reinforce the actions of this leg. He extends through the heel and out through the crown of the head to get more length horizontally. Vertically, he presses this arm into the floor and extends the raised arm toward the ceiling. This should also provide some expansion in the lower back. To come out of the pose, we lower the raised leg and carefully step back into triangle. And then come all the way up. Very good. That's Ardha Chandrasana.